Mamas, I love books, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Happy Friday! I post new videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It is going to be my top romance series of 2023. I know just from Peace Love Books and Tori at Novel Life are going to do this video eventually. So when they post their videos, please go check video out. I'll leave their channels down below in the descriptions. Let's get started with the romance series. I'm not gonna go through all of the synopsis of these books. I'm just gonna say the series name and the names of the books in the series. And they are not gonna be in any particular order, by the way. These are the way that I just wrote them down. The Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh. We follow a group of friends in their last year of high school, and the boys all happen to play rugby. The first book is Finding 13. The second book is Keeping 13. The third book is Saving 6. The fourth book in that series is Redeeming 6. My favorite in the series is Redeeming 6. The Grip trilogy by Kennedy Ryan. I finally read the Grip trilogy this year, and I loved it. It's one of my favorite romance series of all time. We follow Grip and Bristol. Grip and Bristol work in the music industry. Grip's a rapper, and Bristol is his manager, and we follow their romance throughout all three books. The first book is called Flow. The second book is called Grip. And the third book and the last book in the trilogy is called Still. Still is my favorite book in the series. The Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. We follow the Eaton brothers and the people close to the Eaton brothers as they find love in this small town called Chestnut Springs. And I love this small town romance series. The first book is called Flawless. The second book is called Heartless. The third book is called Powerless. The fourth book is called Reckless. And the fifth book is called Hopeless. My favorite in the series is still Heartless, but my favorite for this year is Reckless. Reckless comes in at a close second to Heartless. There's just something about Theo and Winter. They are so good together, and the audiobook, Joel Arden's performance, made me cry. The Cottonwood Cove series by Laura Pavlov. I love Laura Pavlov. I started reading her last year, and her Cottonwood Cove series all came out coincidentally this year. So the first book is called Into the Tide. The second book is called Under the Stars. The third book is called On the Shore. The fourth book is called Before the Sunset. And the last book is called After the Storm. My favorite book in this series is After the Storm. It's a second chance romance with a single dad, and I just loved it. And I agree with Jess and Christy. It's the best book in the series. I agree with them when they say that. The next series I want to talk about is a romantic suspense series. And you probably know what it is. It's the Lost and Found series. Catherine Cowles. The first book is called Whispers of You. The second book is called Echoes of You. The fourth book is called Glimmers of You. And the fifth book is called Shadows of You. And my favorite book in the series is still Echoes of You. The next series I want to highlight is the Legacy of God series by Lena Kent. It's a college romance series, dark romance series, and we follow these group of kids who are children of the mafia and children of the elite British society. So this school is separated into the British rich kids within the American kids, and we follow these group of college students as they get their romance. The first book is called God of Malice. The second book is called God of Pain. The third book is called God of Wrath. The fourth book is called, and the fifth book is called God of Fury. And my favorite book in the series is God of Fury. It's an romance, and the audiobook was so good. It was narrated by Shane East and Teddy Hamilton, and it was my favorite books in the series, and probably one of my favorite books of the year. Lost Boys by Jesse Walker, and it's an romance series. We follow Will, who tragedy happens to him at the beginning of the book regarding his previous boyfriend. So he's on his bike. He's on his motorcycle. He quits like college and just driving around. He ends up in his old small town that he used to live in, and he bumps into an old friend, and he's like, why don't you come work for me at my garage? I can give you a place to stay. And then when he goes to the garage, Will bumps into Waylon, his former childhood best friend turned enemy to, well, eventually lovers, because something happened during their friendship that caused it to go terribly wrong, and so Will left town and never saw Waylon again. But now that he's back in his proximity, old feelings start to resurface, and Waylon doesn't make it easy for Will. Waylon is also struggling with mental health issues, just like Will is. It is so good. It is so angsty. and I just really loved it. I know I told McKay from Oh Here's McKay to read the first book, and she loved it as well. And I'm just really glad because now I have someone to talk to about this series. The first book in the series is called If There's a Will. The second book is called When There's a Way. The third book is called Still Beating. And for the first 3 books, we follow Will and Way. And well, the third book is really a novella about Will and Way, but the fourth book we follow a different character in their friend group. And the last series I want to highlight is the Windy City series by Liz Tom Ford. And we follow these group of athletes in Chicago as they try to find love while playing sports. The first book is called Mile High. The second book is called The Right Move. And the third book is called Catch Up. My favorite book in the series is The Right Move. I just love Ryan and Indy so much. Not to mention the previous one, my favorite book in The Lost Boys is all of them because it's really more of a duet. You can't really read one without the other, but if I had to choose, I would choose the second book in Will and Way's duet. Will and Waylon's duet. Those are my top favorite romance series of 2023. Please let me know if you have read any of these books. I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me. And I'll see ya Monday. Bye. Have a good weekend.